set in the hands of Mercury as you send all 5 players for NaVi on the B side of the map. You would assume somewhat of an execution here with 2 smokes and 3 flashbangs. PT50 in the hands of Immer as mentioned, and off to the races we go.
Yeah, no fun to be had here when those smokes bloom. Jamyoung's going to be locked out. Mercury at least will have an opportunity. And those dual Berettas do start to fire off. Rapid fire from Mercury. 1 to good. 2 would have been better, especially now they've lost Jamyoung.
Yeah, very difficult retake now, Machine. 4 versus 3, simple, chomping at the bit just to get stuck in here. It's a burst fire! He's bringing out all the tricks today. And it's actually a bit of a footing in towards the bomb side now. Single fire would have been absolute certainty of finding the frag, but burst fire eludes him, and now we're into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, I don't even know what Advent was looking at, but it worked out. Didn't find the frag, and now it's Immer to close. Advent, what have you got for us? The 4 HP, 1-on-1, spots out by Aleksib. Aleksib can just play this one. He knows you're not on the bomb. He's got nothing to worry about. Keeping it cool, calm, and the Finn will collect the pistol for NaVi, keeping hold of his life as well as NaVi, another pistol.
So yeah, PSA to anyone watching at home, the Glock burst fire is not a thing. We don't use it. We don't bring it to these sort of games. Same story with the shotgun, really, but Simple breaking all the rules today, and they do manage to win the round regardless. So doesn't actually have too much of a knock-on effect.
Did it used to be a thing, or is it still a thing where the changing from burst to single fire improved jumping accuracy, or am I just absolutely...
Not that I'm aware of. You might be right.
I think there was something at some point
with authority
to do with that.
Not a thing, but you don't see much of the Glock burst fire. Maybe a new game will come out and adjust it. Who knows?
Who knows?
For now, it is going to be the force by. CycLone managed to bring it down to the 1 versus 1, but it was a guaranteed round for Aleksib at that stage. We'll see the scouts come out, the upgraded pistols, and Mercury with the MP9 in hand. It's a B stack this time with the CT squad. 4 members lying in wait, but unfortunately, it's the perfect call. NaVi have helped themselves to the A-bomb site. C4 to be planted. If Bit doesn't check this angle, maybe there's a chance of a frag.
Yeah,
question why you wouldn't, and now it's opened up to 2 kills. Maybe there's something to be said about this round.
Yeah, I mean, they were all stacked on B, right? So they were planning on just saving and taking another go if they didn't go B.
Yeah, now it's a weird one because you might as well go for it. It's 5-on-3, the bomb's just planted. Flashbang to go over, nice shot from Simple. And we'll see if they want to peel off here and hold on to the Galil, the Scout, the upgraded pistols. They probably won't be winning this one, Alex. No. As this kill will probably decide the JL, increasing the pressure. And even though they're finding these frags, it's just too far gone on the bomb for us to get too excited about it. And as you can see, even with all 5 frags, great effort, but ultimately NaVi up 2-0. And if you're CycLone, like, do you want to force buy again going forward? You've got $3,000, a saved Scout. Maybe you want to take a half buy here, but you want to be building for the gun rounds going forward. So it's a weird position to be in. Excellent contribution here from Moseyuh. Double kill. I didn't think he'd find more than one. And we'll see if they want to invest in the upcoming round number 3. It's a really awkward position. It might even be worth a timeout here to discuss what the correct approach is. But looks like they're fine to continue. Will just be the eco. So a frustrating one to let slip by the wayside, allows NaVi to re-establish their finances. Maybe look at their smokes, because that one has not hit the mark.
Whoops. All part of the plan. Looks like they want to go for a quick B mid split. Simple gets the smoke out, we'll flashing the boys in. Bit using that MAC-10 as well. There's a lot of unarmored heads there. All 5 very susceptible to that MAC-10. No hurry, but they've got a lot of territory.
Shouldn't be too much of an issue here for NaVi. Oh, you can see the head there. There's some weird positions and ideas being presented by NaVi, but it's all recovered. It's all under control as JL continues to find kills here and bring back the man advantage in their favor. Towards short, Mercury probing. Bear in mind he's got the 5-7 and Kevlar. No helmet though, as he finds out Immer is waiting towards short. Molotov down, Jamyoung with his teammate there. They might be able to recover a rifle at the very least, but looks like the bomb we planted today. And we've got the 3-0 that everyone was looking for here. CycLone managing to dent the finances in the previous round, but only finding a single kill here. It's Simple that's dropped, and that's maybe all they find. Jamyoung will get the MAC-10, not a rifle. And you probably will throw that away for the first gun round. Not really much you can do with it on the CT side.
Yeah, Bit making sure he brings that AK through. Takes it away from the potential collection. Kaze, just the scout, going to be trying to maintain into the next. But 5yclone, yeah, they do concede the pistol, and the following two. An attempt at the force buy to no avail, albeit costly, thanks to that Moseyuh Deeg, the double we saw. But looking to make a splash in international waters are 5yclone. They find themselves here on the beautiful island of Malta for Season 18, trying to, well, take a pop shot at some of the bigger names in the scene. And we'll get to see that lineup here from Aleksib, trying to do the spawn smoke. Didn't quite work out for him this time.
Yeah, 5yclone, the former Rare Atom lineup. Suppose you might be more familiar with that name. 5yclone with a 5 though are here in Pro League and currently 3-0 down. Their map already given up in the form of Inferno, and it will be their first time out here. Things aren't looking too great over in the 5yclone camp. First gun round is up against us here, and Kaze does have the AWP at least. And we'll see whether they'll be purchasing much more. Advent still yet to invest into the round, and Blade a chance to get stuck in. How does he want to operate in his first gun round? It could be a looser playstyle. Playing his defaults, finding the kills, pound for pound, pretty much every player is going to be favoured in the duels across the board. Or they could just be going with the kind of Aleksib set-piece mentality, bombard the bomb sites with that utility, get stuck in, get the bomb planted, set up your stars and clutches. Anything really viable at this stage when you're 3-0 up. We'll see what they bring to the table and whether the CTs want to present any sort of aggression in the first gun round and set the tone, try and condition NaVi. Round number 4 is upon us. A couple of Galils still in the hands for Ima and JL.
First opportunity for us to get understood as to how much of resistance 5yclone are going to post here on NaVi's map pick. Advent responsible for middle with Mercury's help. Simple going to be throwing out the late mid smoke. More available to him in spawn. Apex versus M80 underway as well. Same map pool here as we went from Inferno to Mirage there. Oh, nice from Moseyuh. He's taken down Bit's attempt.
Swinging with conviction there. He knew that frag was his. Had to make the move. Opening kill goes in favor of 5yclone. In position towards a connector. Mercury patrolling position. They've got a strong focus towards that side of the map, making a footstep as well. He's done for. Wow. Emma will be dropped as well as Mercury will find the second frag of the round. 5 on 3, 50 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it gets awkward for NaVi now. With Aleksib parked short, though, he can perhaps be kind of used as a lock of the rotation into B through mid. They'll have to cut through kitchen. Simple's the one starting to show presence on B. Aleksib to try and join them.
Well, here we go. NaVi can still do something with this round. Aleksib still believing as he gets the double kill upon entry, making a triple. Beautiful third shot. Rips the face of Kaze and recovers a 5 versus 3 situation. The in-game leader managing to breach short single-handedly, opening at the bomb site and indeed guaranteeing the round for NaVi here. It's Mercury and Moseyuh wondering what in God's name just happened to them. It looked like a locked-in round, a done deal. All of a sudden, the B bomb site collapses and even the AWP loses out to a one-on-one duel with Aleksib. Amazing.
Perfect. After all that hard work, though, you know, your Moseyuh and Mercury, from their perspective, they felt like they did everything they had to.
True, they get the opening 2 frags, and this is their reward. You get to save weapons. We didn't do any further damage. We didn't push back whatsoever. We made the perfect read. And unfortunately, Aleksib completely trounced us. Big smile on his face there. He knows that's significant and might be a death sentence for the Chinese squad. Like we said, a beautiful peak to kick things off, but this was even better. Aleksib with the shooting gallery in front of him. The third shot was an absolute masterstroke as we see Kaze go down. And round 5 with 2 saved weapons, maximum loss bonus at least, but that just means a half buy on the CT side. Kaze with no Kevlar, trying to save up for the AK, or the AWP I should say. And Jamyoung doesn't quite make the jump, still in a position to fight, and somehow not spotted towards the connector.
Yeah, somehow, some way. Aleksib maybe eyes elsewhere. Two save rifles and deagles. Still going to be very unfun for 5yclone here. NaVi take mid control comfortably. Smoke the window. Simple can focus all of his attention on this connector fight. Now smoked, but might pull the trigger all the same. Hasn't opted to. Mercury a couple of licks from the flame and spray. He wants to contest this. He wants to remain present in the mid-fight. As far as answers go, there's not much for the CT side.
Not a whole lot, but something. Not nothing, at least.
Here we go. Now we're shaping up for some ramp info.
Could be pushed and flashed over. So an idea here. Cannon fodder, the pistol goes in first, and it's Bit that could be flashed off and fragged out. And he'll find the opening kill. However, Mercury, though, still lying in wait. Great flash to try and flush him out, and he seems to be checking every single position here and continue to frag as well. 2 kills as NaVi enter the A bomb site. Perfectly placed Molotov. Should take care of Kaze and indeed the rest of CycLone. 5-0, pretty comprehensive victory so far. The closest CycLone have coming to winning a round was that 5-on-3 advantage, which was dispatched of by Aleksib. So the perfect run, maximum loss bonus, and CycLone with another bye.
Yeah, I love that little pop flash. You know, already it was good seeing Bit and Simple returning to ramp without any of that info. This first shot, but then Simple setting him up and that deep clear. Then he mollies default. You can see they really got they have ironed out how they planned to retake that control. Yeah, if you haven't been holding on to ramp at the start of things, so still on the goose egg, CycLone. Still now, they've got all the guns they need. And they've lost one of them already. Simple on the tap position. Oh, Mercury gets away with his life, but one bullet landing in his leg leaves him at 15.
All right, CycLone. We need to wake up now. Need to start posting some rounds. Someone has to step up, take control. And it's him taking all the advantages here, pushing through the smoke and connector. He looks like he might even have a guaranteed kill on Kaze if he does peek out and spawn. Bit of a one-way situation here. Aleksib trying his luck towards the B bomb site once more, this time with a different result. He went behind enemy lines though. He snuck in towards window. Kaze has no idea. So many vulnerabilities. You can see him checking. Nice. And gets the vital frag there. Drops the bomb and connector. He's going to call for the rotations, and now they've got a lot of intel to work with.
Yeah, he knows once Palace, the info flows. Advent ramp. The attack slows. NaVi are crunching in here. Nice find from Advent. Good from Jamyoung. All onto Simple as he's been tagged through the boards. Jamyoung can finish it. Doesn't want to overcommit. He knows who he's up against. Simple getting a lot of respect until they can strike in unison. CycLone, they do recover. And it was a 4v5 no less.
Yeah, that was a bit weird though. NaVi just seemed to find the advantage and everyone went on their own solo adventure. Like Imma progressing up A by himself, Aleksib, same story towards B short. Like, wasn't much rhyme or reason for this push, to be honest with you. Same story for Imma. They had some great spacing, but caught out, and then the round falls on its ass at that stage. Will be a tactical timeout now for NaVi as they discuss their options. Blade maybe not happy with that approach. And will be CycLone posting their first round of Mirage. We'll need a lot more where that came from, though, to stand a chance against the mighty NaVi on a map like Mirage, where it does favor the heavy fraggers, and they've got those in buckets and spades. So, full buy on either side here. AK-47s to the CTs as well. This is where they could really show us some of that brutal aim. So in the hands of Mercury, Advent, and Moseyuh. Couldn't ask for much more of the AWP, following things up with Kaze as well. One round posted so far. Can they win round number 7? Break the finances of NaVi and maybe stand a chance here. Time will tell. Need to see something a little bit more active, perhaps, but this is okay. It's recoverable. It's early on here on the CT side.
That it is, Henry, but see where NaVi approach this round. As you said, a little bit disconnected in the previous. It's given CycLone a taste of victory, but can they...
Was this fast?
Yeah, handle this one. NaVi charging out of the ramp already. Push Tetris, a smoke to play around for Advent. Mercury takes his engagement well. It's Aleksib first to fall, this time in a commitment with the team. They've got the space now. The smoke up from the CTs. A gap that might tempt Bit in. Or JL, that is. Oh, I love this maneuver. Maybe Bit's aware of the possibility. Mercury, though, it's a Hail Mary, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, if he gets one more out of this, job done. Still buying time here, still in the smoke, and there it is. Leaps out Finds his second of the round here, and Simple looking to answer back here. Will he detect the second towards the steps position? Apparently not. And 2 rounds in a row looking likely here. Imma's got a minute to work with. Information on the first. An amazing shot on the second here. The HE might be enough, Alex. Is it going to be the touchdown? 1 HP! And it is enough. Magnificent clutch coming in from Imma. Had to do a lot there. Precise shots required. 3 frags in total. Recovers the AWP and puts 6 on the board. As close as you like there. NaVi looking very good.
Yeah, that adjustment onto Advent. Loved that from Imma. You can see this started off well with the opening. But yeah, this shot onto Advent really put Kazi on notice. Never mind the nade right down the gullet. We're leaving him on 1.
1 point of help. He still had a fighting chance though with the AWP. Who knows? It would have been a crazy finish there if it does go down in favor of CycLone, but wasn't meant to be. Tactical timeout. They like to use them. And for good reason. NaVi are looking red hot individually right now. Imma showing some great individual form. 6 kills to his name, 3 in that previous round. And it's going to be 6-1. And CycLone will have some resources there. Obviously, no one survives a previous round, but after posting a victory in the round prior, there is at least enough for rifles and an AWP. But they've been saving a lot as well, so managing the money effectively. But this one is starting to spiral somewhat now. The CT side, slightly more favored. It's not like a landslide, but especially against NaVi looking this stronger, I don't think they'll be posting that many more rounds. But time will tell. This will be a very important one for them to try and pick up.
I like this from Advent. Very typical of mid players to start off with underpass control, smoked and fighting, nading. Aleksib lucky to be alive. Oh my god, Jamyoung, he's going to do a lot of scrutiny. He's spotted out Bit jumping into the site already, masks the drop off and still nails the shot. It will go down to Moseyuh. A multi-kill not possible, but there's Mercury. Keeps the advantage afloat.
Simple now. AWP will have to do most of the heavy lifting in this particular round. His in-game leader is captain. Down to just 5 points of health. The bomb will be planted. And now a real simple classic. Didn't actually go for the C4 straight away. They don't necessarily know he's here, so still has time to work with. He's got a full utility belt, full of grenades, the smoke, the Molotov, the flashes. Smoke deployed in front of the bomb site here to buy a little bit of space so he can focus towards shore. He's got a Molotov as well, even when he needs it. Wants to try and find a pick first. And here come the CTs. 2 from shore, 1 from the kitchen. Simple, biding his time as he holds the van position.
2 closing in.
Molotov the bomb. They have no smoke out. Oh, they do actually. So yeah, they can actually deal with it.
He's going to need at least 1. Smoke's on the ready on the bomb. Nails the shot. Can't molly the bomb, but can molly the push. Advent will burn down to 14. But no lethality. It's Simple flopping over. And CycLone will find themselves their second.
Nice idea from Simple. 3 versus 1. He knew if he just gets 1 single kill there with the Molotov on the bomb, he probably wins it. Unfortunately, though, they had activated the trap card. It would be the smoke on top of the bomb. Nothing he could do at that stage apart from Molotov himself and hopefully bring down another player with him. But very effective retake there for CycLone. Held their nerve against one of the world's best in clutch scenarios. And you can see he did absolutely everything he could, unable to find that second kill. And now another timeout. Blade is calling a few of these, all things considered.
Yeah, I think he wants a clean one.
Yeah, I think you're right. And they will be purchasing. Simple confirms with the AWP straight out the gate here. And we get this round number 9, 6-2. Looking to answer back. Will be an absolute travesty if NaVi lost his opening game in the context of these 2 teams. They've got a pretty open run of it in terms of making it to the playoffs. Just a couple of best-of-3 victories. You're guaranteed the playoffs at that point. Then it's just whether you make it to the quarters or the round of 12. Have you got any underdog picks for us, Alex? Obviously, FaZe and NaVi, the 2 teams everyone's talking about. Any under-the-radar picks you would like to bring to the table?
I think Fnatic and Apex are both at the tip of my tongue in terms of...
At least have to see what they've been working on, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. I really am intrigued to see how Fnatic have kind of boiled out after spending some time in the strats and server.
No longer the in-game leader, Mezzy.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he could be a star once again.
Well, he's shown glimmers of it, hasn't he? Yeah, just to be able to see that consistently would be very exciting for... well, for the UK. I hope he hasn't got a second passport before he starts.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure he's 100% British beef.
Yeah, good.
So that should be fine, but not so fine. NaVi losing the opening frag, maybe a couple of them. As CycLone are coming online here on Mirage, boys. This
off the back of a timeout, Henry.
Yeah, it's true. And was about to say another kill on the agenda there for Kaze, unable to convert it, but Moseyuh certainly can. That should be job done here. Just need to buy a little bit of time, deny the plant if possible, but JL making things a bit more complicated. Kaze under a bit of scrutiny here, trying to stay alive, calling for those rotations, and should be fine. The Simple is dropped as well. Nice shot with the AK-47. There's one player to deal with. They know exactly where he is towards that bench position, but being a nuisance, as you might expect, JL not going down without a fight, as we do see finally 2 rounds in a row for 5yclone, maybe 3, as the money is absolutely shattered now for NaVi. Great start, but could be a complicated finish, as 5yclone have at least guaranteed 3 rounds, and should be 4 going into round number 10.
Yeah, we'll see how this one transpired to start us off. Moseyuh, he's not shying away from engagement, is Moseyuh, or Mercury actually, the double M's doing their job and doing their duty. Some frustrations just starting to bubble to the surface for NaVi, as they know what it means. They are, as Henry has prophesized, going to be forced into an economical. Just a Desert Eagle or 2. Yeah, just the pair, Simple and JL. Got that hand cannon. And they'll just try and find some picks. Let's see how safe 5yclone play this. I think a good sign of when you are coming in as an underdog or an underrepresented region, underdeveloped talent pool, you can sometimes fumble the rounds, the gimmies. You know, admittedly, this one with no util or intention doesn't look like the most threat, but these are the ones you want clean. You want 5 alive, no silly rifles lost or anything along those lines.
Yeah, equal shots do happen. It has to be accepted, but it's just about the protocols you have in place. Who's trading you out? Can they recover the rifle they found there? You should be positioned accordingly to make sure they do land a banger, that you're not giving too much away. And you can see that reflected right now on the server. So, find the shot, and well, here we go. We'll see the protocols come into effect now. So they can't get that AWP. There's players towards A ramp watching the cross. So sure, it's frustrating to give up that first frag, but it should be fine, as Moseyuh will level the playing field back to a 4-4. Imet will lose the bomb, unfortunately, as so they'll lose the round as it's actually delivered to their front door.
Yeah, almost comical how far that flew. Right down towards the 2 of them. Their crossfire on ramp is perfectly placed, and despite that simple banger, maybe he's got another one in him as he does chip away at Moseyuh, rotating in. There it is. Nice from Mercury. He's not shying away from a duel. He'll take it. And, well, 2-round game here. 5yclone. 4 rounds of the last 5.
Is Nuke, just a note, in case anyone was wondering.
I was, actually.
We might go there. Might is now the new word, as they're looking like quite a potent team on the CT side. They were, what, down 5-0, and now posted 4 out of the previous 5. It's not too bad, as NaVi have another compromised buy as well. Simple and Aleksib operating with Galils, and up against the full buy of 5yclone, who's starting to show a bit of personality on the server now. Some moves as we boost the AWP up. In towards ladder room, 2 players positioned there. One towards connector as well, so maybe trying to claim some territory towards the top of middle. Eventually, the bomb's still down in T steps though, as Simple might go recover it, and Aleksib has confirmed mid-control.
See if 5yclone can establish a mighty defense. Simple back at spawn for late smoke.
All right, NaVi. It was a fantastic start, but things getting a little bit more complicated now. 5yclone are applying the pressure, playing some good Counter-Strike. Disciplined, working with those crossfires, giving them nothing in terms of duels. Imer and Aleksib hungry for them though. Trying to find that first kill towards the connector steps, and that's a great flash once again. Great teamwork. Woo! You can say that again as a double kill comes through for 5yclone here. And Advent, full speed ahead, pushing in towards the bomb site. No fear, as they have a clean sweep. And it will be the 5th posted as well. NaVi barely do any damage around number 11.
Yeah, I think that is one to be proud of. Like, put that one in the Telestraya, because that flash, and the fact that not only this, but the sandwich player gets flashed as well. This clear from, I think it was Advent eventually out onto Bit. He was still doing the dance, so Moseyuh's utility setting him up for success.
We said we hadn't really noticed any sort of tendencies or anything too impressive, but that was really quite good. the timing, the swings, and the double kill as well. A beautiful package of Counter-Strike there. And it will be a one-round game. Half buy from NaVi, A execution off the bat. Full send, and they are finding some damage. Good dinks on either side here. Bit down to 22, but they'll continue the assault. It's JL to lead the charge. BL behind enemy lines as well. Simple at least finds a kill here, but can they get the bomb planted?
Yeah, maybe not. Not with Mercury kicking up such a fuss. He's been tagged up,
No.
but Imme gets turned on. Mercury turned around on him.
Turned around, found the kill.
That was what I was implying.
Got it done.
Bit and Simple, however, got very little to celebrate here. You don't really need to move a muscle if you're 5yclone. You're chilling.
Look how much damage was done, but only one kill has been found. So yeah, you're right. Lots of dinks, lots of close duels, but can they convert any of them? Oh, just overlooking Bit. Okay.
Assuming it's clear.
You never know. Well, now you do. It will be Bits. The penultimate kill found by 5yclone as they tie things up. They were 5-0 down, now it's 6-6. They've been pretty comprehensive victories. They've had some impressive retakes, some good coordination, and a great understanding of European CS, to be honest with you. Looking like they're keeping up as we go into round number 13. NaVi are starting to have a drought of rounds here. Here's Mercury. Looked like he was absolutely done for. Deagle shots in the back, finds Imma on the jump and swivel. And there it is, closing things out as well. Bits was detected towards the end, 6-6.
Absence of frags, Henry, certainly a bit of a prominent issue now for NaVi. 7 frags posted in the last 5 rounds of play. Simply not enough. Got Blade on the microphone. His 3rd timeout in the first half.
He's used a lot of them. And the tone is starting to shift now, right? It was quite jovial, a little bit of fun on Inferno. The shotguns were out. People were just kind of enjoying themselves. Now, maybe not so much. It was that great start, but yeah, 5yclone can play. They're looking quite dangerous right now. And if you're going to give them an inch, they're going to take a mile every single time. They're playing quite turtle-based Counter-Strike, just playing deep in the bomb site, striking together when the moment feels right. Not too much presence towards middle, not much aggression, to be honest with you. NaVi would love some of that. They just want some aim duels. What is going on here? Bit has got a Glock only. Sacrificing his own economy for the AWP in the future? I don't actually know what's happened here.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet, yeah. Wow. The Sanji treatment for Valerie.
It's weird.
He's got a rifle now, though.
I guess, yeah, the dead on. You can get that.
If being the operative, going for it. Lovely.
Lovely, yeah. That's actually the best possible outcome, really.
Problem solved. And now with 5 alive as well, 5yclone going to be really hard pressed to have their pieces in the right place for the finish of NaVi, unless actions like this, you can see the push-up. Moseyuh.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent reaction here because there's no T presence whatsoever. They all have to go quickly in towards A. The bomb's in T spawn, so they can at least place the remainder of their units in towards the A side itself. Kaze rotating over with the AWP, as you might imagine. And Moseyuh, he's in towards the underpart, so they do have enough to fight back here. This won't be the save, they'll contest for the bomb site. 45 seconds remaining. Moseyuh can find his kill in towards middle, you never know. Couple of opportunities here.
Oh, he knows another one behind him. The flash came through. Aleksib does find the trade. NaVi have the advantage, but for how long? Because Kaze's AWP dances around default for 1. Jamyoung sprayed down. Nice adjustment from Simple onto Advent. Puts it into a 1-on-1, and Jamyoung's going to hold on for 5yclone. Aleksib spots him cross. Jamyoung, information flows. Aleksib, the pressure's on him. Oh no, Jamyoung down. Aleksib gives NaVi their first taste of victory in 6 rounds, but there it is, a 7th round on the board.
Comes down to the wire there, but Aleksib out on top. 7-6, they'll take the lead back. Wasn't comfortable. Like I said, great reaction from the CT side. As soon as they lost control of the A bomb site, they're flanking, they're pushing for information, they give themselves a fighting chance at a retake. It comes down to a 1 versus 1 there. Aleksib does win out the round, but only survives by himself here, so compromises to be made in round number 14. Galil's once again, bare bones utility, and Kaze active. Looking for the kill towards top of middle. Immer is there. Dancing around the smoke. We're starting to see some of that aggression towards top of middle. Doesn't work out, at least in the first interaction. Jamyoung will bring it back to a 4-on-4. Now it's Bit's turn to shine as he tries to make his way in towards Connect. Mercury ready and waiting. Up towards short as well.
Yeah, I think that was a brilliant flash from Simple. Moseyuh was actually anti-flash, turned around, but the nice deep one from Simple. White screened him. Mercury, 19 frags, having a good game here. Full focus as he tries to hold on to Connector.
Holds his nerve as well. You can hear those footsteps, the Molotov, and he times it to perfection. Lovely work here. 4 versus 2. 1 minute remaining, but 2 of the hardest hitters alive and well. That's JL and Simple. Great work so far. They find themselves a double kill, even the playing field here. And now we'll take a moment. The bomb's pretty far removed. If Mercury can win this fight, he might even win the round. It's now Simple with it all to play for. 2-on-1. Makes his way in towards B, knowing that he's spotted 2 players on the other side of the map, but they're transitioning. They know what he's like. And once again, he has the smoke, the Molotov, the flash, and maybe an advantage in this sort of round as he tries to hunt for early information here, try and catch them transitioning in. They know it's a B attack. We've got Jamyang in towards the underpass, and they'll now know it's a B plan.
He just picked up a smoke as well, so if that molly played comes out again from Simple, they have another get out of jail free card. Picked up in that window position. Great catch from our context observers. Mercury and Jamyang, though, crawling in from 2 very different angles of assault. Simple getting a bit anxious now, as now he hears at least one towards the kitchen. Is it both? He doesn't seem to think so. Time on his side now. First frag is clean. That's not the trade they were hoping for. Damage done. Jamyang, strong arm on him. And it's just enough time on the defuse. As the 7th round comes home, Jamyang comes up clutch.
That's amazing. Simple, a frustrating finish once again. Hits the all-important shot, but took too much damage en route. Touchdown HE grenade, blows into smithereens, and NaVi's hopes and dreams are picking up around number 14 as well. 5yclone tie things up, and we said the money was tight before, but at least they get a bomb plant down. They'll have 5 rifles, round number 15 here, and this was the idyllic start for NaVi. 5-0 up, a map under their belts, and may even end up losing the half here. Simple. He knows he did everything he could there, couldn't do much more of it. Unfortunately, they've always got this residual utility for his clutch efforts, and we're back into the action here. Opening kill for Kaze. Finds him an early advantage here. They try and close out the half with a victory.
Very competitive. Frustrations for NaVi. Palpable. Kaze gets another. And NaVi, they've completely lost out on a chance to leave this half with a lead. It's already done. 8-7, not bad, not bad at all. 5yclone have the lead as they look to take us to Nuke.
It's time for the DHL Drop. Every week, CSGO talent go head-to-head to beat the buzzer. You can join them by typing !DHL Drop in the chat. Answer the questions correctly to get added to the global leaderboard. The higher you climb, the closer to earning a prize you are.
Seem like they all been missing. Never made a wrong decision. It's got me walking different. I stay gassed up. Please point the opposition. No scope is no joke. Just know I aim with raw precision. I went and got my bid up quick, 100 figures. They once was competition, now ain't sitting with us. Been on a wave since we've been away. Snatched the game, now we here to stay. I told my mama I make it. I make a couple mistakes, but see I stay in my lane. Keep my feet on the pavement, and don't you ever mistake it. No, this ain't never been a game. I told my mama I'd make it. I made a couple mistakes, but see I stay in my lane. I keep my feet on the pavement, and don't you ever mistake it. No, this ain't never been a game. It's that you can't touch me. Things get ugly, they mad now. This all must be a whole new level to count. I'm packing on the pounds, pulled up with the dog hound, and I still had time to shut it down. Now you see them all screaming my name. See them trying to switch to my lane. They ain't never fit that frame. Only present when the cash came. Plenty days I've been on the road chasing. No legend ever said they was complacent. Nah.
I told my mama I make it. I make a couple mistakes, but see I stay in my lane. I keep my feet on the pavement, and don't you ever mistake it. No, this ain't never been a game. I told my mama I make it. I made a couple mistakes, but see I stay in my lane. I keep my feet on the pavement, and don't you ever mistake it. No, this ain't never been a game.
He's got a chance in this one. Simple makes it look too clean.
We're back in business, and so are 5yclone. They actually come into the second half of our second map with the lead, albeit just a single round. It is NaVi up against them, and yeah, it hasn't always been sunshine and rainbows, as the first map may have indicated. There was, you know, good times were being had, good buys were being made, but now we find ourselves into the second half that really could go either way. A pistol would go a huge way for 5yclone to try and get some distance between them and the black and yellow.
It's certainly true. It would help out a lot, and they've decided their final destination will be this B bomb site here. Smoke over and a flashbang, but it might be a bit of a ruse. They had all 5 players this side of the map, but Jamyang towards the palace now. It's a bit of a fake. Trying to take some vision away, and that's a lovely leap in towards the window as well. Opening kill will be found by 5yclone, and in towards A we go.
They've completely baited him. NaVi, they got the hook in their cheek, but Simple, oh, he only gets the one. Nice shot out of Moseyuh. Recovers the USP off of him as corpse and puts it to good use. 2-on-2 as JL recovers the round with a nice shot of his own.
At least it gives them a fighting chance, right? They've got a defuse kit here as well, but it's 2-on-2. You might even give the advantage towards 5yclone here. Moseyuh with 2 frags already. He's in towards Palace, and it's Kaze playing face-up Counter-Strike here. We'll see if he can actually come out on top, find a single kill, and set up the clutch.
Kaze, he'd do so well if he could find one. JL's going to hard clear him, though. And oh, he's hit the shot. Awkward for NaVi. Moseyuh will close it. It's 5yclone taking the pistol and faking out NaVi.
Excellent fake as well. They had no idea what was going on. I was losing track as well. Looked like a B execution even from the radar itself. And it's going to be this opening kill, leaping up into the window at perfect timing, just as Immo was rotating. Jamyang makes himself known from the Palace position as well. Very tactical approach from 5yclone, a great clutch effort as well. 2 versus 2, played it perfectly, no chance of defusing the bomb. And there will be an eco, just a note from NaVi here. No force buy in the second, focusing on the rifles in the third. There'll be a lot of compromises, and 5yclone are prepared for it. They've got 4 Galils, so rifles across the board. AK-47 for Advent, and a bit of an open round here to get number 10 on the board. Yeah, let's go. What's going on in Group B? Group B?
Group B?
Stream B.
Stream B. B
of
stream?
Group C.
Of Group C. It looked like Apex were having a very comfortable half. Yeah, they were. Apex looking to close this one out in 2.
Well,
very
there was some hype in the game.
OT on Inferno, yeah.
It looks like pretty comprehensive 2-0 for Apex. Unfortunately,
any more going to happen here. Is that bit? In that Palace position, as a CT, you really don't love that as 5yclone. And look at this position here from Immo. He does have the jump on 1, but Moseyuh's fine.
And
everything's fine.
Yeah, 2 under control here. They know Bit is in towards the Palace, looking to be a bit of a prince himself, but just a little bit of damage. Gives up its spot. He's got no armor, no utility. They won't be winning this round. Hoping that Simple can find a glorious 1D, as he so often does. But the round will not be going in their favor, that's for sure. More and more damage inflicted, but coming to the round's logical conclusion here, it was the full eco, bear in mind. So taking a Galil into the next, not amazing, but it's better than nothing. We'll see if he can even hold on to it.
And appropriately, the Eco skin. He's going to be getting himself just far enough away from that bomb blast without taking that fight on Advent. So he does bring that Galil through. But for 5yclone, your second round conversion wasn't too painful. Didn't have to work too hard for it. Fell into place quite nicely and just developing a nice gap, a bit of breathing room between them and NaVi. This was the Moseyuh second as well, catching JL hungry for the trade. Been impressed by Moseyuh's performance so far. He's not been shying away from these duels. I think that's my main takeaway. Is,
yeah,
it's easy
agreed.
to see players kind of get cagey around big names, but not to be from Mercury or Moseyuh. A bit of a fumble there from NaVi.
Bear in mind, it is going to be simple with the Galil in hand. Keep his money strong for the orb going forward. Makes a lot of sense. But there's still an awkward setup of weaponry for masses. Galil's no AWP. Playing on the front foot here, Imma spotting towards the underpass, but no one giving him anything to work with here. Bomb starting to transition in towards the B apartments. Kaze and Jamyang to lead that charge. It's Aleksib to defend, and he's only got the smoke famous combo. Just trying to whittle away at the resources of the defenders here, if possible. First duel might be coming in. It's Moseyuh, who's been so impressive up against Immo. He's got the one-way here and does find the opening kill. Nice work.
Yeah, just on the exposure from the nade throw. Moseyuh does go down, concede. An important opening from NaVi. About half of that smoke left, so in about 10 seconds we're going to be seeing this pressure applied to Aleksib's position. Safe from those flashes, and he's got JL in support. He throws out his own as well. Great tracking from JL. Oh, and the multi-kill from Aleksib. Shreds 5yclone.
Yeah.
Outclassed.
I think he's the old school flash as well. The right click from the get right corner. Managing to get himself a big spray down there. So that's beautiful work. On a compromised buy as well. It will be NaVi bouncing back after losing Simple. It's a very solid B hold there. Nothing 5yclone can really do about it. They'll recover a couple of AK-47s into the mix as well in the hands of Imma and JL. Like we said, Simple was reserving his money for the AWP going forward, but can't afford armor right now. So they might even take a tactical timeout. Time will tell, but it was Imma. His efforts, his contributions were fantastic there towards the end of the pass, pushing him in towards B, allowing Aleksib to get that nice spray down with the FAMAS. Good flanks coming through as well, as they do find 8 on the board, but it's 5yclone with the lead so far, 10-8, and indeed the tactical timeout has been called. Plenty of these for the two teams on the server today.
Cammy, the coach, calls a timeout, but maybe it's just for the boys themselves, just to kind of screw their heads on tight, let the reality sink in. That this is within their grasp, it's within reach, albeit with the NaVi that are still in their development phase. I can't imagine just changing languages in Counter-Strike.
It's a whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, especially because even when you're playing Counter-Strike at our premier matchmaking level,
sure, the
difference of how good you're communicating is make or break. So
Absolutely.
Often in Counter-Strike, the speed by which you can come to a conclusion and all be on the same page, that being straight brain lagged, it's gonna cost you. It is gonna cost you. It takes time to grow accustomed to it. Of course, it's not like it's something that can't be remedied or resolved over time, but time, the key word there. Whereas no issues such as that for 5yclone. Everyone on the same page linguistically.
Yeah, makes sense. They're going to have to communicate in a very effective manner to make this one work. 2 pistols, 3 rifles. On the back foot, that's for sure, but they are obtaining some basic control. Looking in towards the B apartments here, where they'll actually transition towards. So maybe just a B execution, pop into towards the bomb site itself, but Aleksib has been a nuisance this side of the map. He's backed up by JL as well. In terms of utility, nothing for Aleksib. JL will just single flashbang, so they've chosen the correct position here. Smokes will go down, flashes as well, but Aleksib on that self-boost position, it's good for a couple of kills there. It's almost a prime spot, but a good flashbang pushes him back. JL with the opening frag here, and it's actually given back in due course. Lovely couple of kills here for 5yclone.
Yeah, some serious damage, but nothing lethal. Advent gets away on 2 HP. They have the site, they have the plant, and they're setting up the post. Very valid retake. Look at Jamyang, though. He's definitely got the element of surprise if they do choose to rotate through mid. Imma thinking about it. Nice shot from Mercury. Jamyang dead on mid. Oh, and that's a nasty death for Mercury to concede. He was trying to get back into the site, and with Advent 1 HP, it's going to fall to Kaze. Kaze spams the smoke. They know where you are now. Imer taking his sweet time to arrive on short. They clear him out. Good work from Bit. Kaze, what are you made of? Trying to play his position, play the time. The smoke helps him for a moment, but upon the fade, Bit might find him. Nice adjustment. It's Kaze's clutch. 5 away now for 5yclone. As NaVi, they falter once again.
Yeah, really impressive. 2 versus 1. There's been plenty of those moments. NaVi have been taking the lion's share of the clutches today, but just when they needed it most, stepping up, and really nice work. The AK-47 with pixel-perfect precision. Kaze closing things out there. Known to be the AWPer, gets it down with the lesser of the 2 rifles available. 11-8. And a compromise by, once again, NaVi will have a deagle for Aleksib, a glass cannon in the hands of Simple, and he'll be very squishy towards middle on the grenades. Repositioning, trying to work out the next move here. How can he have the most amount of impact possible?
Yeah, you can just tell that the finances were just not allowing him to whip it out, so frustrations or otherwise, he's opted for the glass cannon. And as we know, as the name describes,
it's brittle.
Very brittle, fragile yet deadly.
Moseyuh might not be checking this one, and indeed offers himself up. No trade potential. It's NaVi bouncing back in a very convincing manner here. Imer with the opening couple of frags, but a lot of work still to be done here. They'll continue with their assault towards the A bomb site. JL with first contact here. Players towards the palace, 2 of them towards A ramp. Mercury's in towards the sandwich itself. Flashbang goes over a bit. Not affected by it. You can see a lot of discipline coming through from NaVi here. Really making them commit to the fights before. They go with the swings, and it's working out to tremendous effect. Lovely, lovely round there from the likes of NaVi. It's Imer setting them up with 3 kills in total. Great work towards the connector. There was never a moment it looked like they would give that round up. And now Simple's got some armor as well. That's always going to help out as they look to close the gap here. 11-9 overall. And like I said, as they check that position, he has been set up for a couple of key frags here, which he converts and gets the triple as well. Nice hat trick from Imer. So, a weird buy now for 5yclone. It is a force. That's a mixture of SMGs, upgraded pistols, 2 players without helmets, and Advent with nothing at all. He must have dropped the MAC-10.
Yeah. This is quick. They're running at Aleksib. He gets his smoke down in time, and JL, the support again. Good for the first upon their entry into the B site, held at bay by Aleksib. A nice attempt. Some bullets did connect there from Jam Young's dig, but nothing towards their head. So as that smoke fades, Aleksib actually goes forward of it. Simple was pre-aiming for the jump up, and it's all looking too good from NaVi. As now just a 1-round game. 5yclone, will they be kept at 11? I think that was the total they managed to find on Inferno.
Indeed. Well, well, well. NaVi starting to wake up here. 2 in a row. Money starting to rebuild. Should be the eco now for the Chinese squad after that mixed bag forced by. SMGs and Deagles didn't do too much for them. No plan was found, so it has to be the full eco going forward. Not a single dollar invested into this one. Round number 22. A chance for Simple to defend the run boost here, and doesn't take the bait. Takes down Kaze, confirms there's 3 players in towards middle, and they're making light work of them. Simple with 3 in total, and there was a chance of the plan. I like that. 5yclone being a little bit cheeky there, but denied by Bits, who is not having the loudest game by any stretch. He's got a few eco kills in the last couple, but he's on 11 and 16. As we see 5yclone come back in with the AKs across the board at least. There is a chance for the Kaze AWP, but it opts for the rifle instead. And now they wanted to make a wish here. Opening game of Group C. Impressive. 5yclone have posted double digits twice now against NaVi. It's no easy feat. No one really expected that, to be honest with you. And they might even still win this map and take us to a 3rd, which is Nuke. Simple missing out on the jump towards middle. Will he miss out on the shot? Apparently not. Good adjustment there. Needs to get out of there, but wants to stay a little bit longer. Smoke down towards Palace allows him to transition. Actually getting through the murder hole back in towards B. Trying to stay active and dynamic here.
Game plan for 5yclone changes. Advent calling the shots. Resmoke top mid. Sow some doubt and allow Advent and Moseyuh to get past what they think could be Simple's AWP.
Yeah, good point. Investing a lot of utility into trying to push the all back, but he's nowhere to be seen. He's actually towards short now. Going through the motions. Molotov off towards connector. Smoke will go down momentarily as well as they try to gain access in towards middle. It will be an A split to close things out, but they've already lost Mercury. Limping in towards the A site, and Imma and JL. Nice little setup, good response with the incendiary towards connector just to buy them some time. And a boost in towards window. Surely NaVi aware of this prospect.
Yeah, what they need is a little bit of a distraction. Someone like Advent finding a frag like this onto Imma, but just as I say that, the perfect combination of crossfire and Molotov makes things a bit awkward. Same could be said for Bit. That's the distraction though. You can see that Moseyuh is starting to catch one. Simple on the rotate. JL does rotate in time. Looking around, hits the headshot, and 5yclone fall. There was some legs to that for a minute.
Absolutely, some individual magnificence required there from the likes of JL. He delivers on all fronts, but it wasn't comfortable. And you can see Simple taking matters into his own hands at the start of the round. They managed to get the second as well, but that was a fly in the ointment. Moseyuh managing to breach the window area, time it to perfection, but JL handles it very well. Takes back the lead for NaVi here, 12-11, as they try and find the 2-0 in their opening game here at Group C of Pro League. Half by once again, 5yclone. The loss bonus is racking up, and so is the damage as they run through the gauntlet of utility. They actually get the opening frag, completely blind. Mercury will take it. Speaking of blind, so is JL. Difficult frag for him to open things up, and he only gets the one. Lots of damage inflicted, though, as Moseyuh. He's tucked in behind the van, but spotted by Simple. Should be a done deal here, but I'm saying that with bated breath because one missed shot, and this could all spiral out of control. Simple maintains the advantage here. Mercury and Advent incredibly low, but interesting positions and a better shot.
He knows there's another one. He knows there's another one. Now he knows exactly where he is. Aleksib fires off from the FAMAS. Maybe enough bait for Bit to find something here from short side. It is held. Mercury hits him. It's all onto Aleksib now. 5yclone, they can do this.
No way.
It's been quite a recovery with such a light buy. They do it with Tech9s. A huge round to win, and between the two of them, Mercury and Advent, they find all five.
Yeah. Okay then, there's been a lot of those tense clutch scenarios. NaVi has taken the lion's share of them time and time again. And finally, Lady Luck smiles down on 5yclone. It's all down to Mercury here. Opening frag, like I said, completely blind. Through a one-way as well. Ducking and diving. Jostling for those fights towards short. They managed to make the Tech9s work, and then getting that AK-47. All hell breaks loose. Aleksib can't find Advent in the smoke. They reposition and take the round, tying things up at 12-12 here. It's Simple that goes down early. What a shot that was. Did he have the AWP? I think he did.
Advent feeling himself now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ooh, well, Aleksib's going to think twice about re-peeking there.
Yeah, AWP and Spawn gets absolutely dealt with by Advent. Mark that in your calendar.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how often Simple's lost that duel to an AK-47. Never mind from a player called Advent. What a gamer. That's a gift for 5yclone. JL holding fast. Kaze does take down Aleksib, but JL immediately fills the void. Oh, he doesn't finish off Kaze. Kaze's holding as hard as he can. Jump peek from Jamyoung gets one. Imma gets the bomb loose. A 2-on-2 established. Bit with him. Bit AWPing. And Jamyoung peeking straight into Imma. Good awareness. Kaze in a clutch. It doesn't look favorable.
It doesn't. But when there's a will, there's a way. You'll know it! And that was the way in. That was the opportunity. If he hits that shot, you never know. It's an important round for NaVi to scoop up. They go 13-12. They're being tested here. This is a statement performance from 5yclone. They're probably going to lose the series 2-0, but they've got NaVi on the ropes here. These rounds are cutthroat. And you can see, here's the replay. How does he pull that one off? A fortunate shot, I'll say that much, but still an impressive one. As Imma dealing with them in towards that B bomb site. And 5yclone will limp into round number 26 here. The Galils are out in full force once again, 3 of them. And maybe just a quick push in towards the bomb site itself. Held at bay by the incendiary. Not dissuaded though, happy to commit. And it will be the first kill once again for Bits. And now Imma looking to strike with the AK-47. They're connecting the dots. This is looking a lot more comfortable here. Might be the end of this run for 5yclone on Mirage because they won't have a whole lot going forward. It's 14-12 and another half buy is on the cards.
Yeah, I think that 2v2 over on B site there, it was their way into maybe a third map. It doesn't transpire that way.
Yeah, and an underwhelming execution there, trying to play in front of the utility, in front of their own grenades, but the incendiary just held them at bay for way too long. Another 6 seconds before they could actually commit. And like I said, it's a half buy, if you can even call it that. Tech-9's pretty much across the board. Some basic Kevlar for 3 of them, and straight up this rushing B, gonna throw a couple of smokes in. But you've got Simple, the big bad wolf, waiting at the door of the bomb site here. This is going to be a difficult one.
Oh, yeah, he's made that very clear. Hi, I'm here. Simple takes down one and another. Plucks Advent out of the apps. He's styling on him now. There's 24 frags and counting. Simple continues to rack them up.
No shotguns here, but using the AWP in that sort of manner, close range, gets the job done. Kaze could probably get one here. Not going to be the case, though. Bits getting sharper and sharper as the series continues. 15-12, looks like they've done enough here. We'll have 3 opportunities to close out the series, 2-0. 5yclone, like I said, though, no one expected them to turn up today. No one expected a good game, but they've given us one. They've had some great moments here. They've had a statement here in Group C.
No, most definitely. I think even in a loss, in a 2-0 potentially, they are going to be doing enough in this game and making NaVi sweat enough that other teams will be taking notice and giving them a little more respect coming through into their head-to-head. There's a lot of potential interesting head-to-heads.
And they'll be playing against M80 in the next round. And after watching this performance, you might consider them quite heavy favorites. I'm not sure. I have to check out that M80 game, which was close as well. But for now, is this where things close down for 5yclone in their opening Group C stage game? We're going to see a 4 versus 3. Bomb down in spawn. It doesn't look great, I'll say that much. Yamyoung in towards the Palace position. They've got basic utility, a lot of flashbangs, a lot of Molotovs, but only 1 smoke. It would take egregious mistake now from the likes of NaVi for them to find another round on the T side. It's been a great showing. Impressive from the individuals. Great teamwork as well. Maybe not enough quite for today as we see them make their final play potentially in towards this A bomb site. Bit is ready at the mouth of the bomb site. He is alone. If they're taken quickly, you never know. But a lot of variables that need to go in their favor.
Yeah, and that's not one of them. Bit hitting headshots. Warming into things. I say that as Yamyoung's their only hope, and there it goes. NaVi, they weather the 5yclone. They get out of there intact. Big W to post. Good to start off Group C with a win, especially considering the big names in this group. You want to stay in that upper bracket.
Right.
1 best of 3 away from the playoffs right now. That's the dream.
Absolutely. And like I said, 5yclone can leave